Hello. Hello. Welcome to my not building my bookshelf. It's already built. But organizing my bookshelf is the first time I'm ever doing it. So we have all of the books that you can't see. These are my books though. I started off yesterday with forming all of the groups. So let's do that. Hello, it's me from yesterday. I might have different hair. I'm going to the hair salon tomorrow, so we'll see how that turns out. I have all of my books here. Wait, let me show you. Plus I have some in 2 bins in the other room that I have to kind of pave a way for because there's so much stuff in that room right now. But these are all of the books that I brought over that are going to be going on the shelf here. I'm just going to be taking them out of the bags and kind of grouping them together in a way that I think they'll go in the shelf, and I'll walk you through that later. And then after I'm done with that, I have like little trinkets and things that I'm going to be putting on the shelf anyway, so we'll see how that goes as well. We'll see how this turns out because I do not have a vision right now of what I want this to look like. I don't think it's going to be color coordinated. I don't know how it's going to look, quite honestly. I have some inspo pictures on Pinterest that I'm kind of thinking of, but obviously we don't have all the same books, so it's gonna look a little different, but I'm gonna see what piles I can compose and things like that. Okay, honestly, I might put genres together. I feel like the colors just go well together. Thriller and horror together, maybe romance. This isn't romance, but you know, Emily Henry books together, fantasy, Caravel Strikes Again, and then fiction, things like that. Classics will be together. But I also want like a darker theme. Maybe this will go in here with the thrillers, even though it's not. Stephen King goes with Stephen King. And then so on and so forth. I found more books and stuff. Yeah, we're doing great. This is interesting. I've got a good flow going here. But here is the next one. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. Like, I'm not keeping everything. These are from middle school. I remember, like, look at this. I destroyed this. I remember really liking this book. We're remodeling the basement, so we're gonna have a bookshelf down there too. So I think that's what's gonna happen. Honestly, I'm gonna keep this. I really love Charlie Brown. I have a Charlie Brown comics book. I got this when I was in middle school too. I don't think I ever finished it completely, but we're keeping that. I have 2 copies of Divergent. There was this girl. So I finished Divergent, right? I finished it in a paperback, but I think I also have another, what's it called? Hardcover. But yeah, I read it. And on the last day of school, there was this girl who had a copy of Divergent. And we were cleaning out our lockers and everything, so there were like a bunch of garbage cans in the middle of the hallway, and she threw out her book. And I was like, "You're throwing out your book?" And she was like, "Yeah, like I finished reading it." And she was like, "Do you want it?" I was like, "Yeah, sure," because like, why are you throwing out a book? It has to be somewhere in here, honestly. Unless I already put it somewhere else, but that's a crazy story. Because why are you throwing out your book? That was insane. It's also so random, but I have a signed Danny Trejo book. My mom met him, and she got me a copy. So I have this. This is staying on my shelf. It's Alice in Wonderland. And then stuff I read for school too. Science fiction, 1984. Brave New World. The Pianist. Really good book, honestly. And then this random self-help book that I never read. Oh my god, here they are. This is one. This one's the other. And that's my hardcover. And for some reason, my diary of all my Bookend books. I think they might both go to the basement because I already have a hardcover. But yeah, this looks kind of insane right now. I did not think I had this many. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. This is crazy. Okay, welcome back. Yeah, I have a very general outline of what I'm gonna do. I was thinking about, I don't know, I didn't want to color code it like a rainbow bookshelf or anything like that. I wanted something that looked organized, but also, I don't know, that had like color in there mixed in. Like, I didn't want it too uniform. As I said, I think I grouped mysteries, thrillers, and horror books together. Romances are all romances. We have fantasy with fantasy for the most part, I think, for right now. And then we have science fiction and fiction mixed in together. Mid to dark fantasy is in one section, and then light fantasy, and I feel like, what's it called? Greek mythology might be grouped together. And then I'm gonna have like a 2014, 2015 shelf because I found books from like middle school. So I have like Maze Runner, Divergent, things like that. I'm gonna group those together. And then special editions will go all together as well. I think we're gonna start off with this one since this is the most steady stack. I don't know where to put you though. Okay, I think this might be the best angle you're gonna get. So I'm just gonna do it from here. Okay, we're gonna start off with these two. That's the first one. I kind of want to keep it like this. I can't tell if I like that. I think this really breaks the chain. I might move these to the end. Okay, now I have a space. And I didn't think I was gonna have a space. We'll leave that for right now. I think I'm gonna put romance right here. So first I have romantic comedy. And then the Summer I Turned Pretty trilogy. I feel like I'm doing this weirdly because then we have the Spanish Love Deception, which I got back in 2021 and I never read it. And then we have Red, White, and Royal Blue, which I'm still in the middle of. Funny story, 5-star. Thinking of putting Funny Story outward to face us. I'm not sure how people do this. Like this. I feel like these are really deep though. I don't know. Oh my god. And then go like this. I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like it. Should these be more inside? Yes, they should. I'm dumb. I'm so dumb. Wait. Okay, it's my first time doing this, okay? Don't judge me. Oh my god. And then we have the Heartstopper books, which I think... Oof. Wait, that would have been so cute if it fit. What do I have to do to make it fit? Oh, it's not gonna fit. Oh, that's disappointing. It would have been so cute if it fit like that. Like, you know. 3, 2, 1. I feel like we can put something here. Something really cute there. Do these fit this way? Kind of. Wait, I can make this work. I can totally make this work. I'm gonna change this order. What do we think? I'm not hating it. I'm not hating it. Wait. The strawberry. The strawberry would be so cute there. Right? It kind of goes with the theme. Or maybe... they... Wait, does the strawberry fit? I feel like it clashes. These can go like right here. Oh my god, he's cute. Okay. And then we can put something there. I don't know what to put there yet. We'll figure that out later. I'm actually really liking this. I might change this Jellycat though. I don't know how I feel about it. I think we're gonna do fantasy here. I don't know what I want to do with it though. We'll see. Hold on. Okay, honestly, I think I want to start with Two Twisted Crowns. I really loved One Dark Window right here to start, and then, oh, I forgot. I may hate it, but it has a great cover. Stunning special edition of the Poppy War. Okay, I haven't read this. I haven't heard much about it, but I think it's sort of fantasy. How does it look? Okay, I'm getting that One Dark Window is getting like hidden here. I'm gonna push Caravel. I don't know how to do this. What do you think? Okay, I'm having a really hard time deciding how I should set up the fantasy shelf. I think everything fits in there. We're gonna move on to here. This will be my fiction-ish shelf. Let's go. I'm thinking fiction, literary fiction, maybe cozy fantasy. Lessons in Chemistry, 5-star read, Yellowface, 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and Remarkably Bright Creatures. TJ Klune books. That's too small. I can't do that. I'm having a very hard time. I'll go over there. I find myself leaning towards aesthetics over genre because I'm about to put, I said cozy fantasy, right? I don't know. Let's do these because they're also huge. We could put those on the edge. This is how we ended up here. I don't think I like this. I don't think I like it at all. I don't know what to do. I might leave it. I was thinking this could be like a cozy section. I rearranged it. I still don't know how I feel about this. I don't think I like it. Best shelf. Or right under the romance shelf, I'm thinking classics and special editions. Wicked. Entire Sherlock Holmes collection. I've been meaning to read that forever. The Stand by Stephen King, which should probably go in horror, but you know, it's big and looks like a special edition. It is a special edition. And the Arabian Nights, which is still sealed. Still open it. Okay, The Divine Comedy. Count of Monte Cristo. Alice in Wonderland. And now here's where it gets confusing because I have cloth-bound classics, but they're very small. Are they? Maybe not. Maybe I'm crazy. The Odyssey, Frankenstein, and Dracula. We're gonna go with these. My mom gave me these. They were hers. She doesn't have space for them anymore. I don't think so. This feels wrong going here. That's not a classic. I'm gonna put it behind Funny Story for now. Okay, wait. I haven't read it. They were just having sale, so I got it in special edition because it was nice and pretty. Should we put the Lord of the Rings here? They are classics, right? I think I'm gonna keep it sealed for now. And then what? I think that's it. I think that's it. Okay. I might move this to the end. It's sticking out a lot. That's what we have. This really sticks out. I'm gonna move it. Okay. Shelf for The Hunger Games and Percy Jackson, I think. My original trilogy. Very beat up. I feel like I have a lot of space here. I might rethink this. This looks bigger than the rest of the shelves. Hold on. Okay, we do have more room down here, so I think I might switch this fantasy shelf with the horror shelf. Because the fantasy shelf has way more books and we can stack up instead of sideways if we need to. And horror is pretty straightforward sideways, so I think I might do that. Let's see what happens. I have a signed Greek Gods book. And this. And then, see, I don't know if this should be together. The Hunger Games. You know what? I could put my bookends there because I have bookends that I wanted to use, so I'm gonna use them there. And then I think this might be my 2014 shelf. They're very fandom-y books, you know? We might not have room for bookends if I put these in. I have these. I also have 2 4 books for some reason. One is signed, one is not. Signed. So let's put this at the end. And then I'm just gonna put this in the back. And we're gonna see if the bookends fit here. I don't think so. We just put the Maze Runner in there too. We don't have room. There's an awkward space though. I don't know. I have Harry Potter books that I'm gonna put up there. I think that's one of the last major things I have to do. So I'm gonna climb up there and do that. Okay, I don't know how to feel about this shelf, to be quite honest. Like, I was really excited to have these like fully displayed for the first time. Like, I just never had them like on a shelf like this. Unfortunately, the cursed child and The other books take up quite a lot of space. I have, you know, the main books and then the illustrated editions. I didn't know what I wanted to do with this. I kind of wanted to have either the Goblet of Fire or the Order of the Phoenix out, because those two, like, I want to reread this. I only read it once. The movie's like growing up, or what I watched the most. I read it for the first time a few years ago, but I've been wanting to do a reread, and I don't know, I have a hard time choosing between the Goblet of Fire and the Order of the Phoenix, but I didn't know how I wanted to display this, and I'm just not liking how it's looking. I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I could always stand these up, but then you just have like spines, and I feel like that's not fun, you know? This is not going according to plan, except for you. You're gorgeous. Contemplating taking it out. Like this stuff. This I got back in 2012 or 2013. There was an exhibition in New York. I kind of like the Hogwarts library there. Maybe put that to the end. I don't think that helps the situation though, you know? Like, I don't know what I can do. Like, even if I do flip this out, it's just taking more room. It's not what I want it to be. Like, you know, like there it is, but like what else? I don't know. Maybe that's what was making it crowded. Like, maybe this will help. Hedwig, you just go in there. Or the night bus could go in there. And then Hedwig could go on. Ah, dang. But then that covers that, so hello. We're gonna put you in there for right now. I feel like that's where you're gonna be. What do we think? You look awkward. Update. What do we think? I don't know. I guess I'll leave it. That's fine for now. I was in the process of moving my fantasy books up here and then the horror books down there. So I'm gonna do that. Here is where the horror books were and where the fantasy books are gonna go. Which way did I have this before? I think we did Caraval. The Caraval series first. We'll do that. Invisible Legend of Annie LaRue, Good Omens, One Dark Window, and Two Twisted Crowns. We're gonna go in with the Poppy War. Fourth Wing. Can you see that? Maybe we'll put this on. It doesn't fit. I use this as a separator. What do you think? I don't know if Dungeon Crawler Carl, that's a weird thing to say, fits here. Maybe we'll put it at the end. Maybe that'll fit more. I guess we'll keep it like this for now. Bookends, I don't know, we'll put something there. Honestly, I'm thinking about putting sci-fi with horror, because I have that space right there where I put a Jellycat in the meantime. I think I might put them there. You know what? A Little Life is going in the horror section because I'm scared of this book and I need more space. So this is my one adjustment I'm making. A Little Life scares me and it's going there. Then we can put the Kite Runner 5-star right in the fiction section, and then start with the science fiction. Honestly, it is horror, so why not? Let's put that one first. No, let's leave that there. We'll see how it fills in. Honestly, when I read science fiction for my class, this was my favorite out of all of the books we read, so that'll go here. I also read 1984, Brave New World, and The Lace of Heaven, but they all have like, what's it called, tabs in there. Is that it for science fiction? I think it is. Not bad. We still have room. Oh, and American Psycho has to go in here too, but that's my next read. Then something I don't know where it should go is The Song of Achilles and Circe. But since we have kind of a fantasy section going on after The Hobbit, I might put it here, because I don't know where else it should go. Normally, I would say like the fiction section, but I don't have room. It does feel kind of off here though, right? Okay, next are these. This is what I got for Christmas. This is the entire Ernest Hemingway collection, and on the back of the books it spells out Ernest Hemingway. And I was thinking that these could go either here or there. I'm thinking here for some reason, so that's what we're gonna do. Unfortunately, I don't have a way of propping you up there, but I'll show you when I'm done. What I can do though is unbox this with you. So how do I do this? POV, you're me. Okay. Oh, that's it. So I already put the Y part there. So let's take these and let's put them up there. And there it is. I'm thinking about putting bookends, and then I don't know what I'm gonna put on each side. So I got these bookends for Christmas. I actually showed them in that vlog of what I got for Christmas and my birthday. And what I didn't say was that I actually got 2 sets because they're really cute. They go like this. And I got 2 sets because, okay, me and my best friend, we get Christmas presents to each other, right? We make Christmas lists for each other. We've done it for years. It's just like a suggestion guide. Most of the time we stick to it anyway, but we usually put a couple items on there. And last year, since I wanted a bookshelf, I put on bookends. But I put a bunch of items on there, okay? And she did on her list too, so we picked from there. I really did not think that she was gonna get me these, and she did. It's because I found them and they were like kind of like on the more expensive sides for bookends, I would say. I don't know how much bookends usually cost, but for me, I feel like they were kind of expensive. So I genuinely thought that she was not gonna get this for me. And she did. This was after my mom had gotten them for me and had told me. Now you're like, why didn't you just tell your friend? Well, she had bought them weeks in advance, and the past 2 years, she's gotten me things that I already have. And I felt so bad telling her that she did it again. But technically, I don't know, it's my fault because I put it on, like, I didn't think she was gonna do it, and I just felt so bad. She wouldn't have been able to return them anyway. So to spare everyone's feelings, I kept them both. And they're really cute, and they can go on these 2 shelves anyway. So who cares, you know? That's the reason why I have 2. Is this cute or am I crazy? You know? They don't fit, but I thought it'd be kind of cute if they were kind of like hugging it. I don't know, it could work. Let me know. I think that's it. Oh my god. But that's basically it besides this stuff. Coffee table book, Italy. I think this is just like a blank sketchbook. Sorry, you can't see. Yeah. And my Charlie Brown stuff, which I don't know where to put. I don't know. TBD. Okay, hey, yeah, it's a mess over here. But now we get to put trinkets and stuff on the shelves, which is fun. I feel like my mom is always getting me these. Oh, I could totally put that up there. My mom is always getting me like little figures and stuff. So I have that. I have, is his name Picacho? Pochaco, sorry. Pochaco. I have another one. He's my favorite. He's my favorite. He's so cute. I have this one. Oh my god, I stuffed so much stuff in here. Oh my god, there he is. Look at the little apples. Pretty sure this is Melody, right? I'm not very much into Hello Kitty. I have another one. Where is it? When the Minecraft movie came out, me and my friend we play Minecraft together. Like when she was here for, what's it called? Christmas break. I was at her house for weeks and weeks, just coming over to play Minecraft. So when the Minecraft movie came out, we were like, we have to go to, what's it called? McDonald's and get the Happy Meal. This is the one I wanted the most. And then since I made my dad come with me so he could get a toy too. And he actually got the hamburger, and my friend got this one. And I was like, I don't want the hamburger. Like we were thinking about like what we would trade for. and she hated this one. I think she's cute. I don't know why she was the least popular toy, but she's a cutie. And so we traded. I gave her my hamburger and she gave me her little, what is it, a chicken? I also have a Sony Angel. I give my friend a Sony Angel for every birthday. The first time I got her one, I also got me one because I felt like I needed one. I don't know. But I'm not a Sony Angel collector, but she's cute. I like it because she has pants. Or he, right? The baby has pants, which is the only important part for me because I don't like it when they don't have pants. I don't know. And I have another one of these. Let me go find it. I brought my box of, well, my basket of little things. Back in like 2015 or 2016, my friend went to Pink and it was a gift with purchase, I think, and she gave me it. I have this. My mom gave me these, which I want to hang up. They're glass. They're really cute. They're balloons. I got this in Mexico and I'm gonna put it in the horror section. It's just very fitting. This is actually a card that I got, but I think it's really cute. So I'll put this somewhere as well. Another, is this a gnome? Gnome. This is totally going in the Sherlock Holmes section. Again, somebody gave me a Happy Meal toy. I'm pretty sure the Happy Meal toys come from the same person. Mario, Super Mario Odyssey. Underrated Switch game. Honestly, if you have the Switch and you haven't played Super Mario Odyssey, I think it literally is one of my top 2 Mario games. The first one being N64. Honestly, I don't know. I love N64. My dad has a Nintendo 64 console and we used to play Mario 64 on it. Love it. And then I got the adaptation for the Switch. Really good game, but Super Mario Odyssey, underrated game, honestly. I feel like people don't talk about it enough. I can't find Pachaco. Where is Pachaco? I have another one, I know I do. I'll find him and I'll get back to you. But mostly, like, the shelves are done. Thought I had more books to put up there, but I guess not. But I'm gonna start putting these little things up there. It's been a while, but I found him. He's so cute. Oh my god, let me give you an update. I still have a lot of other things, but I don't think I'm gonna put any more. We still have like 5 shelves that we can put books in, so later if I want to add more things, I can. This is an empty shelf right now, but here I put this. I got this in Mexico, so I put a little nail. Kind of looks like fox. Down here we have, you know, our little marshmallows, Sony Angel, 2 Pachacos, a lizard I got in Mexico, a little avocado, and a little cactus, and another one of these that I got in Mexico. Here we have our little detective reading like the Sherlock Holmes book, and then I needed to fill the space, so I put these 2 back there. And then a witch over here, unicorn over here. I don't know. I felt like dark and dark kind of fit. And then we have space for science fiction. And then this for horror. It should really be on that side, but whatever. I really don't know what's going on in this section over here, so just let it be. Over here, I'm gonna take this out. I think it doesn't go, especially the llama or the alpaca. But this Verona thing, my blueberry, and then this I found in one of my books, I think, or in the basket. So I put that there. What's up? It's me. I don't think there's anything I have to add to this. Like, I'm pretty happy with how it's looking. I showed you the stuff that I added to it. Oh, this is the only thing I didn't show you. So Superman came out, right? And the popcorn buckets came out. I don't have an AMC theater near me. I have a Regal theater, and the popcorn bucket for Regal was cute, but AMC was 10 times better, honestly. Look at this popcorn bucket. So I originally thought it was really cute, and I thought about getting it, and then of course I was influenced by TikTok. I saw this girl, I saw it within the first like 9,000 likes, so I was super early to what became like a 200k plus like TikTok, and I saw her put this in between like her books and put her comic books in here. I have comic books. My dad keeps them for me because he has loads, like boxes and boxes full of comic books that he got like back in the 90s and stuff, like 90s to 2000. So he has boxes full of comic books, and I was like, I don't need to have my comic books here. So what I'm using this as is putting my Lego manuals in here. They kind of all tipped over because I didn't have enough big ones. Also, my Pac-Man one is here. My Pac-Man one is in here, like on the side, because it doesn't fit inside of this. But just know that my Lego manuals are in here. Can you see that? Yeah, they're there. I need to find more so they can all fit in there, but that's where they'll be. And when I get more books, it's gonna be surrounding this. Hopefully we'll have like a red theme going on, but this is what my shelf is looking like. And listen, I'm gonna see. I have like a lot of little things that I can put up here, but honestly I think it feels like a little bit crowded even with the stuff that I did put on here. The only thing I had more hope for was this section here, mostly because Lessons in Chemistry was a 5-star, and I really liked Yellowface by R.F. Kuang. Like, I thought those would be displayed better, but I don't think I have the room for that at the moment. Like, obviously, like, I have the room, but I don't have the amount of books that I would like to fill up a whole shelf and make it its own thing. Like, I don't want to put like 5 books on the shelf here and then have the rest be empty. Like, I want it to be like a whole thing, you know? I mean, I'll come back if I have anything else, but for right now, I am somewhat satisfied with my shelves. Obviously, like I've said a million times in this video, this romance shelf is my favorite. And for someone who doesn't really like romance that much, like I don't consider myself a romance reader, it's really interesting because I had enough to fill up a whole shelf. Which now I'm thinking, like, when the new Heartstopper comes out, like, this kind of ruins what I have going on. So a quick little summation of my shelves. I really like this little, the little ducks. My horror shelf, sci-fi, and then thriller as well. Fiction. And then fantasy. I hope to have more going on with the fantasy shelf at some point. I do want to get, first of all, I want to read the Poppy War, and I want to get the second special edition of the series. And then when the third one comes out, I want to get that. So that'll really help us with this gap. But when I get more books, who knows? And then the Hemingway shelf as well, which we can fill in at some point. Maybe it can be like an extension somewhat of the fantasy shelf going up. Right now, that is my fantasy shelf. If I change something, I'll update you, but if not, I'll see you in the next clip, which will be like the end, which is kind of sad, but yeah. Okay, bye. Hey, so I've added a few things to the bookshelf, but this weekend I'm gonna keep you here for a few more days. This weekend I want a space. I want to fill in that space next to the Lord of the Rings that I said I had. And I have this Lego set. It was a gift purchase and everybody was going insane for this Lego set, and I ended up getting it as a gift with purchase, which is crazy because the resale market for this, crazy. But I wanted it because I liked it and I was like, oh my god, that'd be so cute on the bookshelf. So I want to make this weekend to put it right next to the Lord of the Rings. Hey, we're building our Lego sets. So I filmed part of this for my other video. I'll just insert that now so we can unbox it together. Let's open this. We can open this together. This is, okay. So listen, in a video I just uploaded, we built a set together and I was like, I hate it when these things are here because they're really hard to open. But I also hate the tape that they put on the Lego sets because it's so hard. If you're just doing it with your nail or something, it's really hard to break, like, you know? Like, I don't know what I want from these sets, but I'd like an easier way to open them. Open our first one. We're doing this on the floor. We're gonna build the girl and her book. Okay, hey, I'm making some progress, but okay, I don't know if you care or not, but I've never seen a piece like this. You see this? Usually, the way I see it is like a square with a little thing here, but these are like the size of 2 blocks as one with 2 little things here. Isn't that crazy? I don't know. I've never seen it. This is a really cute color. You know, a few years ago during COVID, when I wanted to paint my room for the first time, I almost painted it yellow. Kind of glad I didn't. No click. Like, why? There we go. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, and this is our ladder, actually. I get it. There we go. And then she leans. Oh my god, we're done. We're done. I'm guessing just goes on this last peg. Cute. Oh my god, look at how cute she is. Look. Oh, I wish I had a ladder. We'd have to have a really tall shelf for a ladder though. Okay. She's gonna go right here. Ah! Okay. Oh no. Doesn't oh, we have space. We have some space. No way! No way, no way, no way, no way, no way! Oh. Oh, that was so lucky. That was so lucky. That's insane. There it is. I like the snow globe there, but this is good. This is so cute. So in the end, this is what everything looks like. I have a lot going on here though. I still have to like fix this part of the bookshelf, so that's what this is for. This is how everything looks. And I added some boxes at the bottom on those empty shelves because I had a lot of extra stuff that I had to put away and nowhere to put it. So yeah. So thanks for coming along with me. This was fun. And that's all I have to say really. I mean, this has been a big project for a while and I'm just really excited. Happy about the bookshelf and how everything turned out. So that's about it. If you liked the video, give it a like, maybe subscribe, and if you want to keep up with me anywhere else, all my socials are linked down below. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one.